Hello everybody, it's Monday, January 22nd, 2007. As you have guessed, Spooky Tales Monday. Oh yes, and for today, what do I want to talk about today? Not much. Tomorrow will be Update Tuesday. I have some news from the old workplace that came across my phone the Saturday afternoon. Well, actually Saturday morning. Pretty enlightening. As you can see, I haven't shaved in a month. Well, I think I shaved, the last time I shaved was my birthday, December 13th. How's it look? Spooky. Okay, on with the spooky tales. I'm going to do something new for the next couple of weeks. I'll have a few haunted locations followed by spooky creatures seen around, and we'll start off with the great state of California. And this place is called Antioch, A-N-T-I-O-C-H. There's, I think, 3 I have from there. First one is the first one, let's see, Black Diamond Mines. These mines are haunted by the White Witch. In life, her name was Mary. She was a nanny in the 1800s when they were still coal mining in the mines. All of the children died of illness and she was accused of witchcraft and executed. She guards the mines, and when people see her, she is all white. I do believe that is why they call her the White Witch. Would make sense. Okay. Then there's the Rose Hill Cemetery, haunted by Sarah Norton, also known as the White Witch. So I guess Mary and Sarah, both in the same city, both called the White Witch. Interesting. She was a midwife, and on her way to deliver a baby, her carriage fell over and she was crushed. She is seen in the graveyard floating around the tombstones. Interesting. So 2 ladies, both named the White Witch, both took care of kids. And Summersville, also in the same area, all around Black Diamond Mines, there was Sarah Norton. Sarah Norton was a midwife who died on her way to deliver a baby when her carriage overturned and killed her. Sarah was not a religious woman and told her kids that she did not want a funeral, so when she died, the townspeople of Summersville wanted to give her a funeral. The first time they went to give her a funeral, a fierce storm struck up and caused the townspeople to delay the funeral till the next day. Next time they tried to give her a funeral, another storm came up out of nowhere, and the livestock started charging through town. At that point, the townspeople stopped trying to give her a funeral and just brought her to Rose Hill Cemetery. From that day, her spirit has been seen around Summersville and other locations where the mining towns used to be known as the Black Diamond Mines in eastern Contra Costa County and other locations off of Marshall Creek Road. Her ghost has been known to be called the White Witch. Interesting. Then we move on to the Arcadia Poltergeist. Arcadia, California, May 1976, on a Memorial Night Rocks of all sizes started lifting off the ground and hitting places, people, and breaking windows to cars and houses. No one was able to explain it. It was happening off and on for 3 months. It happened in Arcadia, California, and was investigated by Duke University and was written up in the LA Times. Apparently a 6-week series. There is not much info on this event. There was no explanation given to the people who were attacked by these strange occurrences. It was merely covered up and forgotten. Interesting. I would say the work of vandals. But I wasn't in Arcadia, California at that time. At least that I'm aware of. Now we move on to weird creatures seen throughout the world. The first one is known as Big Bird. There is no confusing this big bird with the big yellow one on Sesame Street. January 1st, 1976, a 5-foot tall, bald black bird, large red eyes with a 6-inch long beak. In the center of its gorilla-like face was seen in the Rio Grande Valley, standing with its wings folded around its large body. This creature will make a loud, shrill "ee" sound, and its wings sound almost bat-like. Those that have reported seeing the creature say its face is horrifying and that the large red eyes are pure evil. Animal behavior when this bird is around is odd. One family reported the bird was watching their daughter and her playmate one late afternoon. The girls were terrified, as was the family dog that lived outside. The dog cowered, and when released to come into the house for dinner, darted and refused to leave the safety of the house. The fathers of the 2 girls went to investigate the area where the creature was seen. Upon arriving at this site, they found prints that were 8 inches across, squared at the top, with 3-toed impressions and 1.5 inches deep in the hard, dry dirt. One of the men attempted to gauge the weight of the bird. His weight was 170 pounds, and even jumping down hard on the hard dirt, he was unable to make even a slight impression. A second sighting of the bird was made by a motorist on January 7, 1976. The driver was startled by a big bird standing aggressively in the middle of the deserted road with his wings wrapped around his body and whose eyes glared at him. Based on witness reports, there are many who believe the big bird is possibly blue herons or pelicans. Not likely, since herons and pelicans do not weigh anywhere near 170 plus pounds. That would have been required to leave the prints mentioned earlier. We're discovering new creatures daily, even some of that were once thought extinct. The big bird could be a new species or once thought extinct one, or perhaps it is a Mothman-like creature. Interesting. No, I was nowhere near the Rio Grande Valley in January of '76 either, but that's kind of ironic, don't you think? In May of '76, you have stones being thrown. January '76, in the Rio Grande Valley, you have large bird-like creatures. Could they be connected? Or could both be hoaxes? I'll leave you with those questions. As for tomorrow, will be Wrap Up Tuesday, as I'll catch everybody up on the latest news, including what designer wear Paris Hilton will be wearing as she cleans up the roads and cities of California for her community service. Till then, adieu.